So over the past couple years, borderless stickers and borderless sticker capsules have been down bad. And I know many people out there have been buying the dip and buying the dips dip and buying the dip as borderless stickers have continued to go down and down and down in price. As Valve has also continued to release more and more borderless stickers that have added to the supply, that have added to the issues, that have added to the problems. But finally, we have the new awesome stickers that are some pretty good looking bordered stickers that scrape pretty well, that have a nice hollow effect, and the old school borderless stickers, like the modern borderless stickers from the past couple years, are starting to go crazy once again. So in this video today, we need to talk about what the heck is going on with borderless stickers and what we can maybe do about it from here. Today's video is sponsored by Pirate Swap, an automated CS2 trading platform where you can turn your skins into new ones simple and easy. All you have to do is click on the skins that you want to get rid of and then click on the new skins that you want to own and select confirm trade. It's that simple, it's that easy. And Pirate Swap has an amazing collection of skins, so you will definitely be able to find something that you like. And if you use the discount code GERM on Pirate Swap today, you're actually going to be able to claim a free $10 bonus and be able to get a 35% deposit bonus as well. So it's an awesome site with awesome features offering you an amazing discount. So there's no reason to not go check out Pirate Swap with that first link in the description below today. And thank you to them for sponsoring this video. So we have this tweet from Price Empire talking about how many older borderless CS sticker collections have been rebounding in price. Now again, it does seem weird to say older borderless sticker collections because these are only a couple years old. And even when I started getting involved in YouTube and in the CS2 investing scene, this is Paris. This is from 2023. But again, we are 2 years removed from Paris. We're going on like 4+ years removed from Stockholm and Antwerp. This stuff is getting older and older and older. It is very crazy. But here is a index of the Price Empire stickers, the borderless stickers from 2021 to 2023. And you can see here in the past 7 days, this is a couple days ago, it's like May 27th, a couple days after the new awesome stickers came out, but still up 10% in the past 7 days at this time, up 27% in the past 30 days at this time, and up 36% in the past 90 days at this time. And I do believe this has only gone up from there. They do also post the Copenhagen stats, where Copenhagen was going up as well in the past 7 days, 30 days, 90 days, looking very, very, very strong. And then they have Paris here too, up 3%, 12%, and 18% over the past 7, 30, and 90 days. Paris definitely seems to be moving slower and just kind of less strong overall than some of the other things. But again, that's to be, it's not shocking. It's not surprising to me because Paris has huge supply. Paris also has such a negative stigma, a negative connotation around it. It's going to take a long time to break that. But also just a huge supply means it's going to take a long time to get eaten into and a long time for it to actually have meaningful price movements, I think, in any one direction. Also, this is kind of interesting as well. CS2 Collector tweeted out this. He's like, oh, are we seeing this? And he tweets out, some of the different Copenhagen capsules and stuff. The Copenhagen, I don't know if this is challengers or contenders or what, but it was at about 42 cents, 42 euro, whatever. And then we have the Antwerp Legends down at 37, but the stickers inside them getting very, very, very expensive. The Cloud9 Hollow from Copenhagen at $7.32, which is pretty crazy. And then also Cloud9 Hollow from Antwerp going up to $21, meaning that, hey, some of the stickers inside these capsules are starting to go up. Maybe the capsules are going to start following in price as well. But yeah, some of these things did start moving. Some of these things did start going crazy. And again, this is the first time in a couple of years we've seen kind of small moves here and there between borderless stuff, but we've never really seen any sustained moves. And also, we've had so many majors that just kind of keep coming. And every time a new major with borderless stuff comes out, even if borderless had a little bit of a comeback or resurgence or had a good week or a good month or whatever, when we get that new borderless stuff, we get that new borderless supply, it has always crashed right back down. But finally, we are getting some relief from this at the very least. So if you had been buying at those lows, you're potentially up a little bit right now. You're potentially making a little bit of money. That's very, very, very exciting. I did want to look at kind of the different things now up to date. This is June 2nd. What's been going on with this stuff? And again, we can see that in the past 7 days, a lot of Stockholm hollows, a lot of Stockholm stickers are still continuing to go very crazy. The Simple Hollow from Stockholm's up almost doubled in the past week. And Tropic Hollow, very iconic old school sticker, from a couple years ago that people were really, really hot on. That's up 65% now. Sharks Hollow, that is one that I've continued to call out as one of my favorite borderless stickers because it's a great looking logo. It's different, it's interesting, it's unique, but it's also a team that is only has a borderless sticker in Stockholm, and Stockholm is the best. If you're only going to have one borderless sticker, you want it to be from Stockholm. Again, you're talking about some of the lower supplies, older, again, getting more iconic, getting more rare, whatever. But Sharks, again, if I was making a borderless sticker investment, it would be into Sharks, and I actually owned a decent amount of Sharks. I think I had like 150, 200 Sharks Hollow, something like that, that I had bought a couple years ago during some of these dips, like after after Paris came out and a lot of this stuff dipped down, I started buying into sharks and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously, now I want to have most of my money in cases and trade up fillers and skins like that. So I'm not necessarily as into the borderless sticker game as I once was. But again, if I was, stuff like Entropic, stuff like Sharks, stuff like Movistar Riders, these would be some of the ones I'd be going for. Because not only do you want a unique borderless sticker, a sticker that is unique to just one sticker set and doesn't have the volume and the supply and the competition for multiple sets, you also preferably would have a team, that doesn't compete anymore, or an organization that doesn't exist anymore, or anything like that. So you don't even have to worry about a new borderless sticker for it coming out in the future either. Because again, yes, right now Austin is bordered. That's awesome. That's exciting. That's great. I do think you should maybe be a little bit worried about Austin again, since it does scrape so perfectly. It scrapes to borderless. These are kind of borderless in some way, and not everyone's the biggest fan of Austin either. We're going to see, how well it sells and whatever. But still, also, there's so much borderless supply. There's just so many different things to be worried with borderless right now. But another worry is also that Valve could re-release borderless at any point in the future. Just because Austin is bordered right now doesn't mean the next major is going to be bordered, or the next major is going to be bordered, or the next one, or whatever. Valve, I'm sure they're looking to turn back on that money printer of borderless stickers at the very first sign that they think they're able to do it, the very first sign that the market has had enough relief, the very first sign that we've had enough time since the last borderless sticker set. And then again, all of this stuff could dip down again. So even if it does seem like we hit a low, even if it does seem like we can't go any lower, even if it does seem like we're starting to bounce back a little bit and the market is re-getting life and you want to get back in, hey, things are hot right now, but you do still have to be careful. And to me, it's not really worth the stress and the anticipation and the overall gambling of just knowing even what Valve's going to do next, let alone I don't really even think the fundamentals are that strong in a lot of these cases. But like I said, if I was to invest in borderless, Entropic Hollow, Sharks Hollow, Movistar Riders Hollow, Copenhagen Flames Hollow, these are some of the favorite ones. These are some of the best ones. And these are the ones who have been going up the most during this most recent bounce. And that's not shocking or surprising to me. You also have Big, which I believe is a unique borderless sticker to Stockholm, at least the one that looks like this. You have Gambit, which I believe is unique. You have Tyloo, which when it looks like this is unique to Stockholm as well. Godsent, another one that is unique, doing quite well. So yeah, it's been very, very, very simple. The unique borderless stickers, at least from Stockholm, have been doing very well. You also have Antwerp here that has had a bunch of stickers doing very good as well. The Cloud9 Hollow from Antwerp, again, not one that's unique because you have that one from Copenhagen, but still, it's a really good looking sticker that people definitely like, up 97%. The Copenhagen Flames, the Red Fire one, up 77%. That's cool. Outsiders, again, obviously a team that does not exist, does not compete. You don't have to worry about them getting any new borderless stickers. That's up 68%. Imperial's one that people really, really, really love from this collection, up 63%. You have the Vinny Hollow bouncing back, up 56%. I actually think I own some of these. I know a lot of people have been talking about Eternal Fire recently. That's up 50.87%. That is very cool to see. I don't know if there was really anything else that stood out to me here, but again, Stockholm and Antwerp doing very good. And like I said, overall, if I was to invest in borderless at this point, I would still probably be keying in on Stockholm and Antwerp. Again, to me, they are the older ones, which is great. You want stuff to be old. You want stuff to be rare. You want stuff to have good fundamentals. You want stuff to have good supply. And that's Stockholm and Antwerp. Obviously, Paris, Copenhagen, Shanghai, they are not as old. They are not as rare. They're not as unique. I don't even think they have, as low supplies, even though Shanghai and Copenhagen didn't sell amazingly well. I think they sold probably in line or even a little bit more than stuff like Stockholm and Antwerp, just because the player base has grown so much since back in those times. And also Stockholm and Antwerp have had more time to be applied and for the stickers to kind of, just appreciate and stuff like that. And also a couple years ago, you're talking 4 years ago for Stockholm now, you have a chance to get more and more organizations that don't compete anymore or, have disbanded or discontinued or aren't even relevant at the top tiers anymore. And I think that's very exciting. Obviously, if you're investing into something like Shanghai, you're investing into teams that literally were just competing at a major a couple months ago, and that's not necessarily something I want to be, going for. Now for Paris, again, we saw Stockholm and Antwerp prices are doing very well. Paris not doing as well. Again, there are some Paris stickers that are doing quite well. Zaiwu Hollow up almost double in the past 7 days. The Robs Hollow from Paris is very cool and up 36%. Paris does have a lot of cool autographs, but as far as the team stickers, not doing so well. The best performing team sticker for Paris so far has been Mao's, up 20%. But other than that, it's kind of hard to find team stickers that are performing too well from Paris. And it's kind of the same story for Copenhagen and Shanghai as well. Not necessarily bouncing back as strong. This Adam S glitter, this Adam S sticker in general from Copenhagen is very cool, so not shocked that that one is doing well. I literally looked up Copenhagen Hollow, and for some reason it's popping up glitters here, and then when I look up Shanghai Hollow, it's popping up gold, so I think it's kind of a little bit of a glitch going on, but again, it doesn't seem like Paris, Shanghai, or Copenhagen, the stickers are popping up as much, but It does obviously, like I said, seem like borderless is having a little bit of a bounce back right now. Capsules are going up. I heard that like the Shanghai, not the Shanghai, but the Paris capsules are finally starting to bounce back. But still, even if I was to invest in capsules at this point, which I do like capsules because they have some strong fundamentals. Again, they can be unboxed. They are consumable. They should have a depreciating supply, which is very strong. Again, if I was looking to buy capsules at this point, I wouldn't necessarily be going for Paris or even Shanghai or Copenhagen. Still, I think the best places that I would want to be is whatever Stockholm or Antwerp capsule that I do believe in the most. And I do own a decent amount of Stockholm and Antwerp capsules because, like I said, during the dips of 2023 and 2024, I was buying a lot of that stuff at that time because borderless stickers were some of my main and favorite investments. But at this time, am I going to be piling a ton of money into borderless stuff? No, honestly, as these prices continue to rise, if they do continue to get crazier and crazier, I'm going to be looking to sell out of some of the borderless stuff that I had invested in previously because we're finally getting a time where there is a little bit of a bounce back. And like I said, there are still just so many downsides and so many negatives about borderless that do worry me. Not only the fact that Austin is kind of like pseudo borderless in a way, but also the fact that I have no idea what Valve's going to do in the future, and the fact that there's just so much borderless supply out there. So I'm going to be taking advantage of this recent kind of upswing and this recent kind of hysteria in the borderless markets and be actually selling into it rather than buying into it because, hey, it could continue to go up, but the borderless sticker market and the borderless capsule market just isn't really a game that I want to mess with anymore. And finally having a good opportunity to get out at a little bit better prices than the lows, that's pretty attractive to me. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of you that are buying borderless stuff right now, and I don't necessarily think that's even that bad. Good luck. I hope it goes well. But to me, there's just better places to put my money in the markets right now. I'm going to continue buying cases. I'm going to continue buying trade-up skins and filler skins from collections that are discontinued or I hope to go discontinued in the future. And I still think I'm going to outperform a lot of this borderless stuff. And I don't think I'm going to have to worry about whatever the heck Valve's going to do next, because obviously that is a very, very crazy game and nobody really knows. But I am very, very excited that Austin is bordered. I am excited that Austin has some cool stickers, and I'm excited that borderless stickers are bouncing back a little bit, and I hope this will be an opportunity for some of you to make some money or get out at a little bit better prices, whatever your game plan is. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.